Is the view from my writing desk, and this is how thick the fog is from up here. And this is the view in the forest below. Always allow your environment to inspire your storytelling, because if this does not represent dark fairy tale or dark fantasy or just dark storytelling, I don't know what does. I can't see more than, several feet ahead of me. The visibility is very bad. And what I get is people just coming out of the fog and emerging very slowly. And it's absolutely amazing. So, this is my little morning walk with my dogs. And I'm going to head back to my writing desk. I have just returned from the walk, and I'm not doing too well. My fingers are numb, my head is very numb. I'm so glad we had jumpers, and I really should have had an extra layer across my face. That's how bad it was, and I did not wear gloves. But my coat is amazing, it always keeps me warm. However, I had a pleasant surprise yesterday. So first of all, this is going to be the last vlog of 2024. Yay, it's New Year's Eve. Well, it's the morning of New Year's Eve. I haven't done a live stream today because I was so exhausted. I was just so tired, and I think once in a while I just need to crash. And I just slept in, and I just didn't wake up. But I did go for a walk. As you can see, the conditions are very, very foggy. You can't see anything past the window. And that is amazing. However, I do wish I'd worn extra layers because that really made the walk a bit uncomfortable. And I couldn't really get inspiration for my writing because it was just so cold. Anyway, I had a pleasant surprise yesterday, and I'm still very touched by it. A lot of my students, because I teach English part-time as well, and when I go into the school, once in a while I'll scribble something down. I have my little notepads I carry around with me. So once in a while I'll open my notepads up and I'll just scribble. And my students always said, "Oh, wow, your writing is amazing." And I thought, thank you. But I didn't know they'd actually put that thought away. And then one day I turned up at the school and I had one of these on me because I was waiting for, so basically what happens is I have one student come in, and then in between students I'll probably do a bit of writing myself. And I didn't clear it away before a certain student came in, and she noticed that I like to write with these. And you know what she did? Well, yesterday I went for a quick walk with the dogs. I came back and there was a package outside my front door. Now, that's very unusual because the only way I get packages is if I know they're coming. I've ordered something, and everything I've ordered is arriving in 2 days' time. I'm very, very aware. I don't lose track of my parcels. So I came back and there was a little parcel outside my front door. And then one of the neighbours said to me, "Oh, someone was asking about you." And I thought, that sounds a bit suspicious. And then I see a parcel outside my front door. And obviously, where I live, it's very dark. It's very gloomy in the hallway. So it's very mysterious. And I thought, oh, this could be some sort of murder mystery in the making. My imagination. I opened the package. Well, after making sure, certifying who'd brought it, because I had to make sure it's just safety, who'd brought the package, where it was from. My neighbour said, "Oh, it was." She says she's a student. This is her name. They wrote her name down. I said, "Oh, I recognise that name." And he said, "Yes, she left you a parcel outside your front door. It's still there. She wanted to leave it there as a surprise for you." And I said, "How does she get access to the building? Because to get into the building, you have to press a buzzer. Someone lets you in. You come in." And he said she must have just pressed several buzzers or waited, which is a lot of dedication. I opened the parcel, and this is what she got me. And I know exactly who my student is. I couldn't quite recognize her handwriting because I know exactly who it is. And this is what she got me. She got me one of these. And I've just sent an email to her saying, is this from you? And she said yes, because I thought you'd appreciate it. She wasn't sure, so when she was shopping, I think she was shopping off one of those Chinese sites, she said I'd appreciate it so much. And I do, because it's just gorgeous. It's a little, I think it's a glass nib, which are quite popular here, but they're so expensive here. It's a glass nib, and it's all glass. Well, and it's a little holder, look at that. And then she goes, oh, I'll get you more. I'm like, oh, wow. So I'm just absolutely touched. It's such a lovely gift. And this is someone who's obviously observed me, and she knows I'm not into like expensive stuff. Well, I can be. She knows I either like chocolates, I like wine, I like books, stationery, pens, and she's observed me really well because she brings all the right stuff. And I'm so grateful for this because it was such a nice, pleasant surprise. So I'm going to test it out. You know what, I'm going to use the scenery from this morning as inspiration. You know, that foggy sight we had. The fog, the deep fog. Sorry, someone is absolutely in a gay mood and is blasting music, which is very unusual, but obviously it's New Year's Eve, so why not? Well, it's the morning of New Year's Eve. It's like 10:45 in the morning right now. Okay. Let me start with the morning fog. So it's a bit chunky around the thingy, but I still love it. I still love it. The morning fog was as eerie as it was sullen. That's a terrible line. So the morning fog was as eerie as it was sullen. There were no sounds. It's just hard to get a grip on it. Sounds as we crept through the forest. Okay, honestly, my fingers are a bit slippery because I've had to moisturize it because of the cold. And it does write well, and it retains ink really well. And there's still ink on the tip. Let me see. There were no sounds as we crept through the forest. The birds and wildlife were long gone. Oh, this is amazing. I felt a chill as we moved deeper into the forest. Were we alone? I had no idea. All I knew was that the cold continued, unrelenting, and pervasive. I absolutely adore it. I'm so happy with it, and I just love how it just pops in there like that, and it just fits in. It's so quaint and pretty. She said she's getting me more, I think, but I sent her an email and I thanked her, and she was just happy I got it. So yeah, now it's the end of the year, and I'm thinking about next year, because next year is going to be amazing, lots more writing. I'm planning some writing workshops as well, which I'm going to be doing online, some tutorials, and lots of like channel memberships as well. So I'm looking forward to all those. It's going to be great. It's going to be inspiring. There's going to be lots of creativity involved as well. And I've decided that I'm also going to do a lot more of my thought process before I write. So showing how my thought process is working, what the inspiration is, and then writing the inspiration down. I mean, those will probably be much shorter videos, but I think it's just important to see how inspiration works if you just set your mind free. So on that lovely note, I've tested my pen out. My writing is not as perfect as I would like it to be. It's not as free-flowing, but I am still happy with it. And I think it just takes a bit of practice, because this bit of the pen is just so much thicker. And I'm not used to that, because that is as... So it's almost the size of that. So I think or I could probably just hold it down there. Yeah, I could hold it down. Oh, I could hold it down there. Look at that. So, let's see. I said, no idea. I had no idea. All I knew was that the cold continued unrelenting and pervasive. The ghosts of... Okay, I'm running out of ink fast. Emerging from the darkness. So down there. And that's fine. Ghost of my emerging from the darkness. I felt a chill and realized I was being watched. This is going to be a game changer, definitely. And I'm excited for it. So I'm going to try this in the next writing stream and see how it goes. It's not as scratchy as the other. It doesn't scratch the paper, but it does make a nice sound. Oh, that's a bit of ink. And then I just pop it back in there.